there, how you going? Welcome back to another entry of the Land Girl Diaries. Winter is well and truly here. And I don't know about you, but I'm cold and all I want to be is toasty warm inside. But winter, in fact, is a great time to get your garden ready for the next season. So today, let's come along with me as I do a couple of winter gardening activities to get my garden ready for the next season, including trimming my citrus trees, feeding them, fertilizing them, giving some extra love. Also, preparing my backyard to plant some bare-rooted trees, like fruit trees, like apples. Those sorts of things are great to be planting in winter. So I'm going to get my yard ready for that as well. So let's get started. First on the agenda is giving my citrus trees a haircut, especially this one. It has not received a lot of love in the past couple of years. So I'm going to be trimming this one right back because it is really out of shape. So I'm going to be doing that, and also adding a bit of fertilizer and some mulch to the base to basically give it some more love and life to it. With cutting, I'm trying not to cut off too many flowers that will become fruits. So anything that isn't like that or looking very woody, and I will be chopping off. This poor citrus tree as well, this lemon tree, has a citrus scab. It basically has a rough looking skin, kind of a disease, so it'll be getting some fungicide as well. Here's an example of what citrus scab looks like. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to sacrifice a lot of these flowers that will become fruit. As you can see here, it is totally out of shape and it's becoming a hazard to the pathway. Oh, that was a big chunk. It may seem really mean and cruel, but it'll help for it to grow even better fruit next time round. Look what just came off the tree, that one. An orange. Looking at it, it might have a bit of disease or some insect really loves it. And looking at the leaves too, looks like I might have another pest or maybe disease. So I'm going to be spraying this one as well. This guy is getting a haircut on top. How blonde am I? I just realized these handles extend. I've been struggling. I am so crazy. I think I've broken these two. What have I done? Nothing to see here, just performing some very interesting moves to cut the top of this tree off. Nicely done, looking much better. Next up, I sprayed the trees with some lime sulfur just to help with the bug and the citrus scab situation, to hope that I can make it healthier and better. I decided I decided to leave this lime tree as is at the moment and not trim it because it's still got some really lovely fruit on it. It's still fruiting like mad, so I decided to leave it be for the moment, and then once the fruit starts to, slow down, then I'll start to trim and shape the tree. Lastly, I added some fruit citrus fertilizer to the bottom of the trees to help them grow with the new growth in spring because they have not been fertilized in ages. I simply followed the instructions on the back of the pack. Also, a massive warning to anyone that's got citrus trees, this is called a gold wasp, and you can see like the branches are kind of like swollen. You can really notice it, and this is basically a wasp that can't really be killed with any pesticides. So Gardening Australia recommended getting a peeler and exposing the larvae, and that will hopefully die because these tend to hatch in spring and eat all your new growth of your tree. So better get it on top now. So the other winter activity I wanted to do was to plant some bulbs. Now bulbs are usually can be basically from spring to summer flowering as well as winter flowering. And what I wanted to do was plant these snowflakes under my crepe myrtles. Crepe myrtles are deciduous trees, being they lose their leaves in winter. And I thought it'd be a great opportunity to add some colour while in winter underneath these trees to add a bit of colour to the garden. And then eventually those snowflakes will die down, and then spring comes around and these crepe myrtles will blossom. So I thought that might be kind of a cool way to have flowers all year round in my garden. I thought it might have been too late to plant these, but looking at the instructions on the back, they say to best plant prior to the end of July. So I think I'm just in the nick of time to plant these. So I'm going to do that at the base of this crepe myrtle as well as the one down the end. Best thing about these bulbs too is don't need any lifting or chilling, so that's a really easy bulb to start with. So I'm going to plant the pointy bit up, and that's where the flower will bloom from. So I'm going to pop them in here. Lastly, I got ready for my backyard for bare-rooted trees, which are dormant trees. They literally come in a bag with just their roots, and they're dormant over winter, so perfect time to plant them. I'll show you how I did that trellis, but that's basically it. Land Girl Diary entry closed.